Mm. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the press conference for DRG. We'll start questions from the on-site media.
这个问题提问到所有选手都可以。那第一次在国际舞台和其他强队交手，那在一个场馆，但是不同的对手嘛，那比赛感受的差异是什么？谁回答都可以。
再来回答。嗯，觉得在这种比赛上面，这种状态还有赛场上的临场反应做的还是比别人会差一些吧。
So the question is for all of the player. It was like this is your first time in international tournament, although it's the same venue, but you faced against two different rivals. So what do you think the difference between before compared to before? So the coach Yu Chen said, actually feels like for our form to get in the game
Recording in
seems like
progress.
our reaction to the what happened in the game kind of slow compared to others. That's all. Thank you.
下一个问题也是提问到所有选手回答都可以。那在经过今天的比赛，第一场世界赛的下一场对阵 Foot 的比赛期待是什么？
应该是希望记住今天比赛的感觉吧，就打 PFUT 的时候尽量进入状态快一点，或者是临场反应，像汤指导说的，就可能要快一点。
So the question is that what's your expectation for the next matchup when you faced against with Foot Esport? So Luke's answer was that remember what we're feeling today and like our coach said to get in the game as fast as we can and to improve our instinct reaction in the game. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll move to the online media questions. Pedro.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Well, first off, commiserations on the series loss. I got a question for the coach. You know, given how the team performed against Team Heretics, I want to know what are your biggest takeaways slash lessons that you've seen out of the team, be it good or bad, after today.
这个问题是想要问到教练，那在今天在和 The Heretic 交战之后，你觉得今天你获得最大的收获，或者说队伍获得最大的经验是什么？
就是在大家在场上获取到信息之后，该怎么做反馈的速度明显会比别人慢。我们下去之后会针对这一点去强调。
And I think when we're in the game, when we get the information, but it's kind of compared to others, we're kind of slow if we want to do some reaction to counter them, and we definitely gonna improve that when we after today's matchup.
Next question goes to Streff.
Hello, hi. Sorry about the loss. Obviously, this is your first tournament as a team on an international stage, and this is your first time facing an international team. Do you think were you guys nervous before the game? Do you think nerves played a part in today's game?
Sorry, could you please like repeat the question?
Yeah, this is your first international appearance, and obviously when you go on such a big stage despite having the same venue, the stakes are much different. And were you guys nervous before the game? Do you think nerves played a small or a big part in today's game and the outcome of the game?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the second part of the question.
Were you guys nervous during the game, and do you think that affected the match's outcome?
I'm sorry.
I'll type it.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
type it.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah, you can type your question in the chat box,
Yeah.
and I will read your questions after. Next question goes to Pedro.
Yes, I got a question for Vukashu. It's I would say it's been quite an interesting journey to see you go from the start to now appearing in Masters representing DRG in China. I just want to know, what do you feel? First off, how did you even join the team in the first place, and what's been the biggest adjustment you had to make amidst this process from the start to now?
Hmm. Basically, I joined this team like 6 or 7 months ago when my good friend, last friend Varga, was the other player before, invited me. Uh, Basically, we didn't make much adjustments. Like I just started to play only Sentinel because of we can't communicate properly in English. So now I'm just basically playing my own, right? Basically, there is not much adjustments on this.
Next question goes to Green News.
Thank you. I am very sorry for the defeat. My question is for anyone who wants to answer. What did they manage to rescue today after the game?
Was the team manage? Like, sorry, could you please
What
repeat?
what did they manage to rescue today after the game?
Was the match stressed you? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, we couldn't get your question, but we will move to Straff one. To anyone who would like to answer, this was your first international appearance. Were you nervous about your debut? Did nerves play a part in the team's results today?
今天这个问题大家都可以回答。I'm sorry, I didn't.
DRG 任何一个选手都可以回答。这是你们第一场国际赛事，你们会对你们的首秀感到紧张吗？你们觉得紧张有影响到今天比赛的结果吗？谁还没有回答过？Nick。
紧张嘛，虽然是第一次国际赛事，但是我觉得我比较扛一下，对紧张来说是还好，所以比起紧张更多的是兴奋吧，因为想展示更多给世界上，对。
Although this is our first time to been to international tournament, but I wouldn't say there is too much pressure or nervous about feel too much nervous about today's matchup. I would rather say I feel really excited about it, and it's because I really want to present ourselves to the world.
Next question goes to Straff Esports.
Hello. Thank you for taking the time. Sorry for your loss today. After watching FPX defeat Foot yesterday, does that give you guys more confidence heading into this next series against them?
那这个问题就是给到大家，在昨天看到，因为 FunPlus 他们其实是在对战 FUT Sport 的时候是获得了胜利嘛，那这会给你们带来一些信心嘛，在明天你们在对阵到他们的时候。
我觉得，怎么说呢？我觉得应该会吧。可能今天我们都还没有发挥出我们的全部实力。我觉得下一场打 Fort，我们还是有自信的。
I would like to say yes, because in today's matchup, I think we didn't show up all of our power in today's matchup. So I think that we have this chance to win next match.
Thank you very much.
Next question to the coach. What did you manage to rescue today after the game? 想问一下你们在如何准备下一场的比赛？会对今天做哪些调整？
回去先把今天的比赛复盘之后， 我的地图上还需要调整一些东西，然后再针对 foot 他们喜欢的图词，我们再做一些针对，然后回去再看看他们之前比赛的录像，再做一些每张地图大概做一个了解，知道他们怎么打之后，我们去怎么去应对，怎么去针对他们。
So first, I think we're gonna review today's matchup, and after that, we're gonna do some adjustment to our map, and then we're gonna say about what they like about the map, about their what they like to do about their map pool, and then maybe just to watch their some walls of food and trying to say like how they play in every map and target on that.
Next question from Lab.vn. This question is to Vokasu. You are always a factor that helps the DRG team win important rounds, even though this is your first time participating in an international tournament. How does it feel to compete in such a big tournament?
Basically, it feels the same as just regular season. Uh, I didn't feel like, to be honest, any difference. So I just played the way I played before. That's for me, that's quite the same.
Do we have any other questions from the media? Okay, so this is the end for DRG's press conference. We will have the other team here shortly. Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the press conference for Team Heretics. We will take. You can either raise your hand or ask in the chat box. We will start from the online media. First question goes to Straff.
Hi, congratulations on the win. This is to coach. This is to Coach Neil. First of all, you had a very small turnaround time for to make this iteration of Heretics works. Obviously, you are used to working with Peritech, but would had to switch roles, and it's still a new team, and we know how much it impacts to the team for even if there is one small change. How did you guys manage that? What was like? How is it, you know, turning like coming into a tournament with just very little practice?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. But we have really good fundamentals in the team. So, and obviously, like you said, we've played with Patty Tech before. So bringing him back in and, having someone like Woot, it's nice. He's extremely talented. So it wasn't really a worry for me putting him on Duelist, and he's been asking to play it for a while. So yeah, like putting Woot on Duelist was easy because you guys can see how good he is. And then team play wise, like I always said it before, even though we had to switch out Patty before and bring back Minibu. I think like this roster has such good fundamentals that it's quite easy for us to switch in people. So it has been a difficult couple of days, but the guys have been practicing as much as they can, and yeah, it paid off so far. But I think the more games we play in the tournament, the better we're going to get.
Recording in progress.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yes, go ahead.
This is to anyone who wants to answer. You would be facing G2 Esports next. What do you make of the team? How do you think the match would fare? What do you think you would have to improve upon after today's game, if anything, before facing them tomorrow?
Opa, tá. It's G2. Can you repeat the question?
What do you make of the new G2 Esports, the North American G2 Esports? Do you have to improve upon something after today's game, if anything, before facing them tomorrow?
I feel like we're just gonna rewatch the game and take the good things, take the bad things out, and that's it. When it comes to G2, I'm happy to play against them because back in the day they did some shady stuff with backstabbing. So it's gonna be nice to get revenge on the arc.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next question from Lagdovian. This is question for Ut. This is first time you go to an international stage and you have to switch to duelist to replace mini bull. How do you make the transition and do you face any difficult with it?
We are not same person, so I'm just playing my game. I'm not trying to be Minibu. He's playing Euro, Neon, other things, but I'm just playing Raze and Jet and Neon. So like I'm just trying to play myself, play my game, my own game. That's all.
Thank you. Next question goes to Pedro.
Hey guys, congrats on the victory today. Got a question for Neil. Going a little bit off of the recent question about, to Wood about first appearance or maybe something like that. Either way. Going from Madrid to now, given the team's young age, but also addition of experience of appearing on the international stage, how have you viewed the team's collective maturity? Learning from the first international to now, how do you kind of view that process, be it pros and cons and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think the guys have done really, really well. Like coming from Madrid, it was a lot of their first ever kind of like international events, and we had two really hard games there. We played Sentinels, who ended up winning it, and then Paper X, who I think were top three. So we learned a lot from those games. And I always say it, like we learn a lot from the losses, especially with a roster this young. But that's kind of like why we built this team. We built it with people that could learn from the losses, and they've all got such a good attitude. So yeah, no matter what happens in Madrid, no matter what happens here, it's only going to be positive for us because these guys just learn so much when they win or lose. So yeah, I'm just really happy with how they've progressed.
Do we have any other questions in the room? Okay. Straf.
This is to Benji. For CNET and I think Yetu J, if like in an interview, you said that China teams won't be making out of the Swiss stage. You faced a Chinese team today. What do you make of them?
Um, I mean, I think FPX played quite well against Fur. You know, Fur are a really good team. So the fact that FPX were to beat them is pretty impressive. DRG I think is going to have a harder time. I mean, I don't know who they're exactly going to play against, but I think they'll struggle, to be honest, to get out of to get to playoffs. That's just my opinion. But I think FPX actually have a good chance, depending on who they play against. Obviously, all I know is that I play against G2. So yeah, I think FPX have a good chance, but I think EDG in general also a very good team. You know, they've shown in the past at other international events that they can beat very good teams. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have high hopes for EDG and FPX. You know, they're looking good, so we'll see.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Dan.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on your win. I wanted to ask a more general question on sort of your experience playing in front of a Chinese crowd and playing against a Chinese team. Was that a factor that played into sort of the atmosphere that was going on in the series? This goes to anyone who wants to pick up.
Can we solve it? Yeah. You know, I really enjoyed it, man. I mean, obviously they were against us, but I mean, even you know after the game, I think, and also during my interview at the end, they were like really you know supporting, which was really cool. I think the Chinese crowd, I think Asian crowds as well, like in general, like also at Masters Tokyo, you could tell it was like it's really good atmosphere. And yeah, everything's full, you know, sold out, so it's really nice to be able to experience it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the games where hopefully you know especially against G2, because I think maybe we'll have more fans for it. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Grill News.
Hello, my question is for the entire group. How do you feel right now after this victory? What were those moments that the team experienced during the game?
I am hungry.
Yeah, Wit's hungry. I think it's. I mean, I can speak for everyone. We're just happy that we managed to win, and I think we're already focusing on the next game. You know, we can't think too much about this one. So, yeah, we're happy we won. They were a good team, and yeah, like I'm just glad we won. So I think everyone's probably feeling that way as well, and a little bit hungry.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you. That will be the wrap for press conference with Team Heretics. And thank you and congratulations for the win.
Thank you for the
Thank
question,
you.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.